We all have many different notions to different topics. Some of these notions we've had since a young age, and we become attached to them, which makes it very hard to shift our opinion on. But what if, during different circumstances, some of your viewpoints could be shifted? Now, I want to ask you all a question, and I want you guys to be honest. Do you support cannibalism? No? Good. I'd be scared otherwise. But let me tell you a story. July 5th, 1884. In the middle of a vast ocean, miles away from the land, a small yacht called the Mignette was caught in a severe storm, one which eventually sunk the ship. The crew members found themselves lost at sea for 18 days, with their situation becoming more and more hopeless. Eventually, the cabin boy, a 17-year-old male named Richard Parker, grew ill after drinking seawater. The others, on the verge of death from starvation, decided to slit his throat with a penknife, and they ended up eating him, which allowed them to survive long enough to be rescued. After being rescued, they promptly reported what happened to the cabin boy, and they were tried for his murder, with 2 of them being sentenced to death, which was later commuted to 6 months in prison. It begs the question, is it ethical to kill 1 person to save 3? What if he had already died? What if it was later found out they all could have survived if they waited? This story offers an ethical dilemma, which gives us insight into many different opinions in communities around us. In a politically divided America, it is of utmost importance to have the ability to hear people out. Just giving someone 5 minutes of your time can make all the difference, even potentially shifting your own opinion. And if not, hearing someone out will strengthen your relationship with them. Hearing people out creates compromise, and compromise leads to effective and efficient solutions to problems that face us today. A lack of hearing, a lack of understanding, a lack of flexibility creates divisions. Divisions between people who have a lot more in common than they might think. These divisions stagnate us and prevent us from getting anything done, especially when we're more worried about people hearing us out than we are about hearing other people out. Take politics, for example. What if more politicians were able to hear each other out? Think of the good our legislators could do if people were willing to use their differing ideas to compromise, not get in arguments. Hearing people out can help you understand them, and understanding them can help you be a better family member, partner, or friend. Especially, not only worry about pushing our own agenda, but helping other people push theirs as well. Animals adapt to survive different circumstances in the wild. Use this idea. Allow your opinion to shift. Allow it to adapt. Even if in the end you don't change your opinion, this extra flexibility can change you for the better. Now, as I asked you all before to a rather unanimous vote, no one here supports cannibalism. Thank God. But let me ask you another question. Now, just answer this in your head. Do you think it's ethical to kill somebody to save 3 other people? Now, no matter what you answer to that question, I bet you hesitated. You hesitated because while trying to come to a conclusion, you were able to see both sides in the argument to try to come to an answer. If you don't quite understand someone's opinion, break it down into smaller questions like these, questions which you can answer yourself until you understand their opinion. Take people's opinions, break them down. Break them down till you can understand them. Now, I want to shift gears for a moment, and this might seem a bit surprising given my talk. Sometimes people are flat out wrong. Unfortunately, there are people who support terrorism. There are people who support horrible, unethical things. Obviously, this is flat out lunacy, not a differing opinion. But that's the problem. being able to differentiate between what is flat-out lunacy and what's just a differing opinion. And unfortunately, there are people who put any opinion they might not agree with down to being flat-out crazy when it's not. We need to be able to tell between what is flat-out crazy and what is just a differing opinion. Here's what I want you to do. Ask people questions, either real or hypothetical, such as, what would you do if you're president? What do you think of this policy? How do you think we could solve this issue? And listen. Listen to what they have to say. Hear them out. Don't get mad at them for their opinions, but try and understand them. Try and ask at least one of these questions a day to different people to encourage having the ability of hearing people out. As currently, we are threatened to lose this ability by factors such as social media algorithms, which only expose us to content similar to our own views. Sometimes it could be helpful to make a second social media account to break free of our filter bubbles and hear differing content and opinions. Let's unify and let's celebrate our differing opinions, whether you support cannibalism or not.